Hello and welcome back to Golden Ticket to Odoo, where we implement Odoo for Willy Wonka and his chocolate factory. Today, we go and do the manufacturing of his chocolates in his factories. Okay, let's dive right in. So first, we go to settings and we'll activate the lots and serial numbers. There you go. Since we're gonna be manufacturing, we want to be able to have lots, so we can have a recall if necessary, and we can track which batch goes where if there's any issues, and we activate expiration dates. Since we're dealing with food, we need expiration dates. So we save and we will wait a few seconds for Odoo to do everything. So every time, this is something you have to do only once, so it's okay to wait a little bit. You don't have to worry about that. And to show transparency, I will not cut this part. Just wait a few seconds. Go, it's almost over. Odoo will reload. There's a lot to do, that's why it takes so long. There you go, it's activated. So now we can go to the manufacturing app. First, we go to the products and we go to the Wonka bar. So first thing we do here is track inventory. We'll do by track by lot. And then we'll go to inventory and we check manufacturer. That when we don't have enough stock and we're trying to sell, it will trigger a manufacturing order. So now let's go to manufacturing. The thing we need to do is create a bill of material for a product. So here, for the Wonka bar, the milk chocolate, we need a bill of material. So what it means is what does it take, what components it take to manufacture this product. So of course, it will take some cacao butter. It will take some sugar and some cacao powder. So of course, it takes more than that to make chocolate, but it's just an example. And so here, we're talking about different units. So we go here, we have to change the unit of measure. We're not talking in terms. So we have to change the unit to be per gram. There you go. We go back to the Wonka bar here. So here, everything will be per gram. So we go to sugar, change also per gram, go back here, we change this per gram, and so here will be per gram. And so let's say to make 100 bars of milk chocolates, I forgot the milk powder, we're making milk chocolates. So 1 second, we need to change this again. There you go. Let's say we need 100 gram of this, 100 gram of this, 200 gram of this, and 100 gram of this. So of course, I'm not a professional at chocolates. I will consult with Willy Wonka himself to make sure that these ratios are correct, but this is what we go for. So now we have the bill of materials. Now that we have the bill of materials, we can go and create our first manufacturing order. So we go click on new and we select the one we want to build. We want to make milk chocolate. So you see automatically it fills 100 units because this is what we put in our bill of material, the actual bill of material. So you can have different ways of making the same product if you want. And it autofills the component for you. It will pull it from your inventory. So here, for example, we don't have anything in our inventory, but that can be changed really quickly. We can just go here and update the quantity and put, let's say 1 kilo. So we have to do this for all of them so that it fixed our inventory. We'll just take a second. So we go here, update, and then we go the last one, we put also 1 kilo. There you go. So now you can see that it is green because we have enough inventory. We'll see in a further video when we do purchase how to automatically refill and create purchase order to our vendor, but this is not the video here. So once this is done, you can of course confirm. And then now you have different choices. First of all, you can create a serial number, or they will create one for you, or you can choose the number for yourself if you want. And then you can either produce all or just click start and start actually producing. So let's do the long one. Let's do just start. So here, now you can go on the shop floor here, and you can see on the shop floor that you have this manufacturing order to make. So you can see in the factory exactly what is happening. And you have, of course, the overview here. So you can see that for the milk chocolate Wonka bar, you have to use all of those. And for this manufacturing order, we'll do something a little bit simpler. We just produce all, and there you go. We removed all of this from the inventory, and we added 100 Wonka bar milk chocolate. So if we go here, we see on hand 100. I removed all the one for the previous video, so here we have the on hand with the lot serial number, so we know where it is from. And of course, if you go to the different, let's go back to manufacturing order, to the different like cacao butter, you could see that it got removed from the stock. We have only 900 on hand. So your stock is 100% integrated, and you can see everything's being consumed and everything is there real time. And of course, if you go back to sales and you make a new sale for colored group, and you sell the Wonka bar milk chocolates, there you go. Let's say you sell 50 of them and you confirm. There you go. In the delivery here, you will have automatically in the operation the stock and of course the lots. So you validate operation, and yeah, here in the moves you have here the lot serial number, so that you know exactly where you're sending from. Let's go back to manufacturing. Now let's manufacture more. So we go to the milk chocolates, we confirm, everything is green, we have everything, we create all serial number, there you go, and then we start. And now here, first of all, we can see the product moves going for the inventory, so or stock, to the virtual location of production. And here, the opposite, it will go from the virtual location of production to the stock, so that we have a track of everything. And now we go to the shop floor. So here in the shop floor, you can see exactly what you have to do. So here it's pretty easy. We did only one step. So it's just register production. You don't have much to do. And you have here the settings where you can either scrap, add a component to what you're doing, open a manufacturer order if you want to see more detail, or look at notes. You can look at notes saying everything is well. And this would appear, of course, just here. And just from here, you can close the production. And now this is made. So if you refresh, there you go. This is to close, you close the production. There you go. And now if you go back to the manufacturing order, everything has been produced, and that's the other way of doing it. So if what you need to do is a little bit more complex, you have, of course, work orders. And you can have work orders dependencies saying that one work order should happen before the other one. So let's wait a second for this to be done. So once it's activated, we can go to the bill of material for the Wonka bar here, for the milk chocolate. And now we have a new tab called operation. And so here you can select the operation. So for example, melt the butter at our work center. So we call it factory 1. Factory. Here apply for everything, it's just a text. Save and make a new one. And we'll create a new one, mix everything. Of course, reality is more complex at the same place. They go, and you just save like this. And now you have multiple operation that you have to do for your manufacturing of your Wonka bar. And lastly, of course, you want to melt the butter before you mix everything. So we have to go to miscellaneous and click operation dependency. So this will activate the dependency so that you can come here and select which is blocked by what. So here we go to mix everything, you go block by melt butter. So now you cannot do this work order until this one is done. You also notice that there is a new button here, operation performance. So here we'll open a report of all the work orders, how much time you spend, how much of them you have done, of course. And here you have the BOM overview to see exactly what you're doing in the operation and how long it takes to make each operations. So let's create a new one to make a, maybe to the milk chocolate. And here we can see the different work order. So let's confirm it. We want to start it. So first of all, you can plan it if you want. And if you go on the shop floor, now you see you have a different view. You have the different steps. So first we have to melt the butter. So we can go to the factory and melt the butter. And so here it is quite easy. You just register the production. But before we do it, I want to show you something else. So we have a different view for the work orders just here. So you can open this view here. So we can do it from the shop floor, or we can do it, of course, from this form view. But of course, here you have the work orders and you have the melt butter here. You have different, the same form view, of course, and everything is blocked by the time tracking. So you can see how long an employee took doing each thing. So for example, here, Willy Wonka took half an hour to do it, and it was fully productive. But let's go back to the manufacturing order. So let's open the shop floor, and here we have to melt the butter. So simple, we register the production and we mark as done. There you go. Then we can go back to the factory. Okay, this is okay. And then now we have to mix everything. So we mark it as done. We close the production. And there you go. We made 100 Wonka bar with this manufacturing order and 2 different work orders. So depending, of course, on what you do and how long it takes, you can do every step by step of your manufacturing. And of course, you have the traceability here. So you can see everything that happened, everything that moved and was consumed. So you have your reports. And here you have your product moves of everything that happened in the stock. And of course, I don't have to show you every time, but I will show you one last time that now if you go to the milk chocolate bar and you go to the stock, you can see the different lots of everything that we made. And since we sold for 50 before, you can see we have only 50 here. So there you go. This was the manufacturing Odoo in a nutshell. Of course, the manufacturing app is way more complex than this. This is just a simpler flow for this specific tutorial. But depending on your need, you can do a lot more things. You have auto replenishment, you have the master schedule, you have more work order, you can upload PDF, you can make Google Slides. There's a tablet mode, of course, so the person that's in the factory can have a tablet and have the PDF of exactly what he has to do. He can record his time. It's a lot more, but I don't want this video to be 2 hours, so I just focused on the simple workflow. So like and subscribe so you get notified for the next video. The next video will be about quality assurance. So see you next time.